So the question says f and g are two given functions and f of x is defined and g of x is defined. And they are saying find the area of the region in the first quadrant bounded by f of x, g of x, and y axis. They have said x equal to 0. So now let's see. We don't have any problem with g of x, but f of x, we have to do the conversion because of the given modulus here. We have to make some conversions here before proceeding with the question. So let's first do that one, and then we are going to see how we are going to get the area and the graph of f of x and g of x. Okay, so let's take f of x. So they have given this one as e raised to x minus 1 minus e raised to minus of mod x minus 1, right? So now we are going to break this one into two cases. One case is going to be x minus 1 greater than or equal to 0. So when x minus 1 greater than or equal to 0, that actually means x is greater than or equal to 1. So in that case, that we know this is going to be positive. So mod of x minus 1 is going to be simply x minus 1, but there is a negative sign. So this simply becomes e raised to x minus 1 minus e raised to 1 minus x when x is going to be greater than or equal to 1. And similarly, when x minus 1 less than 0, in that case, what will happen? We are going to get x less than 1 that we can say here. So here, as we know, this is going to be negative. So mod of negative that we have here. So we are going to get another negative sign outside. So that will be going to be simply e raised to x minus 1 minus e raised to x minus 1. Because this has to be written as negative of x minus 1. So negative into negative, we are going to get x minus 1, which will be ultimately going to come as 0, right? So this is what your f of x is going to be, which is f of x is going to come as 0 when your x is going to be less than 1. And this is going to come as e raised to x minus 1 minus e raised to 1 minus x when x is going to be greater than or equal to 1. So now try to plot these graphs and understand which area they're asking. Okay, so if I take the coordinate system here, so we try to draw the graphs here. So first, till 1, we are not going to get any f of x, right? So till 1 that I'm saying here. So f of x is going to be a continuously on x-axis only because it will be 0. But after 1, it is going to go like a exponential graph. So we are going to get something like this. This is going to be your graph of f of x. And similarly, how we are going to get the graph of g of x. So graph of g of x is going to come something like this one. At 1, the graph of g of x is going to have minimum value and it will go something like this. So this is going to be the graph of g of x. Both of them are going to be exponential functions only. So we have to break this question actually at x equal to 1 to find out the answer or the area that whatever we are trying to find out here. So break this at x equal to 1. So we need to find out this area for the question. So this area as well as this area here. So to find out this, first we need to find out what will be this point, right? So let's say this one is origin and this is going to be point A and this one is going to be point B here. So to find out the point B, first we need to do f of x is going to be equal to g of x. And here we know x is greater than 1. So f of x came out to be e raised to x minus 1 minus e raised to 1 minus x. And in the question, g of x is given as half of e raised to x minus 1 plus e raised to 1 minus x, right? So this is what we got here. And if you take, if you rearrange the terms here, we are going to get a half of e raised to x minus 1 is going to be equal to 3 by 2 times e raised to 1 minus x. And from here, we can find out the point of intersection here. That is e raised to x minus 1 is going to be equal to 3 times of e raised to 1 minus x. And by solving this one, we are going to get the point of intersection or the x coordinate value that we are particularly trying to find out here. So by solving this one, you're going to get x equal to 1 plus ln root 3. Okay, x is going to come as 1 plus ln root 3. So this point essentially is going to be 1 plus ln root 3. So now from the diagram, you can directly identify which area that we have to see here from 0 to a. When we are talking about from 0 to a, from origin to the point A. So here we have to take the integration of only g of x here because f of x is going to be 0. But when we are taking integration from A to B, in that case, we have to take the area of the g of x minus area of the f of x to get our required answer. So let's do that one. So the required area according to the question is going to be from integral 0 to 1. Here we have to take only g of x dx. And to this, we have to add the area from 1 to 1 plus ln root 3, and we have to take the area made by g of x minus area made by f of x to get our required answer here, right? So that is going to be equal to integral 0 to 1. And what is g of x? We have half of e raised to x minus 1 plus e raised to 1 minus x dx, and plus from 1 to 1 plus ln root 3. What is g of x and f of x? So g of x in this case, as we are taking bigger than 1 here, that you can see, the g of x is going to be 1 by 2 e raised to x minus 1 plus e raised to 1 minus x, minus f of x should be written as e raised to x minus 1 minus e raised to 1 minus x dx, right? So this is what we are going to get as the required integration here. So now after this, whatever we have is simply calculations, right? You can say this is one of the lengthy questions that we have here, because we have to do a lot of simplifications here. E raised to 1 minus x dx that we got here. And the second one that you can see here, so this one is going to be 1 by 2 e raised to x minus 1, and minus of this, that we can write it as 1 by 2 times integral 1 to 1 plus ln root 3 e raised to x minus 1 dx. And this one is going to be 1 by 2 times e raised to 1 minus x, and minus into minus, that will be plus. And we are going to get third integral, that is going to be 3 by 2 integral 1 to 1 plus ln root 3 e raised to 1 minus x dx. So now we have to do the full integration of this, and from there we are going to get our answer for this question as option A. Okay, so simplify this one and do the integration, and from there we are finally going to get our answer for this question is option A.